What's going on, you guys? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? It's all good. See you guys. How you doing? What's going on? Man, another evening or morning or day, depending on where you are. Good to see you guys. What's going on, people? My people, my people. The family coming in. I see you guys. See you guys. Rap Life 12. Who that? 14. 76. Savannah Hunter 76. How y'all doing? It's all good. Get ready to get started here. Good to see you all. Good to see you all. Well, hello, beautiful individual. I appreciate you like my voice. It'd be terrible if you hated my voice, right? Because then you guys would be on here like, man, I cannot listen to this guy. Can't listen to anything he's saying. What's going on, Gabriel? It's all good. Theo, how you doing, Theo? See you guys. See you guys. Gather my last notes here. Man, good to see y'all, man. It's always good to see y'all. Light of my day when I come on and see you guys. All right. Why delay, right? Everybody else will join in when they join in. So I am Old Dog, Anti-Imperial, The Chill. What's going on, Raul? 7821 as always. See you, 7821. Old Dog, Anti-Imperial, The Chill. That is my artist name. That is the name I go by. 3 names, right? 3 names, 3 different personalities. I see you, Rhonda. Rhonda Faye. This is Diversity Outspoken. Diversity Outspoken. We do this every... Appreciate that, Savannah Hunter 76. Thank you very much. This is Diversity Outspoken. We do this every Wednesday, every Sunday, United States time, Eastern time zone, U.S. time. And we do that at 9 p.m. 9 p.m. every Wednesday, every Sunday, United States time, Eastern time zone. Diversity Outspoken. We call it Diversity Outspoken because we are outspoken about a diverse range of topics. We talk about anything and everything. Doesn't seem that way, kind of, right? I kind of try to stay on topic, but we do. We will hit a whole range of topics as this show goes on. But you know, I try to do everything that is educational if possible. So we'll get into like some racy stuff. We'll get into some business stuff. We'll get into a lot of different things. But at the same time, we'll be respectful throughout, as we should be, right? That's the way everything should be, right? So, make sure you guys, if you guys follow me on, because this will also be posted on YouTube. If you guys follow me on Instagram, that is at anti_imperial, at anti_imperial, right? That's how you get me on Instagram. If you guys are part of another social network and you guys are seeing this on YouTube, if you guys are on Instagram or any other social network, if you guys go to my YouTube, you can find me at Anti-Imperial. So with YouTube, there's just no underscore. This underscore right here, it doesn't exist on YouTube. On YouTube, it's just like this, just anti-space-imperial. That is YouTube. On Instagram, there is an underscore, anti_imperial. So that's how that goes. The easiest way for you guys to follow me on Instagram, you do want to subscribe to my YouTube because I usually drop things first on YouTube, sometimes days in advance than when they will be on Instagram. The easiest way to follow me on Instagram on YouTube is to simply go to my Instagram bio page. Go to anti_imperial. But you guys, if you follow me on Instagram, go to my bio page. You guys know we all get that bio page, and it all has that one little attachment there, right? That one little link that we have there in our Instagram bio page. What's going on? What's going on, Rich? I see you. We have that one little link on our bio page. If you go to that bio page, you will always see that link. That's always the link of my latest video. If you click on that video, then when the video comes up and starts to play, if you guys know on YouTube, then you can have the subscribe button will be right there as the video plays. You can hit that subscribe button right there as the video plays, and you can be subscribed to my YouTube from that point on. Now, I do also daily historical posts. What's going on? What's going on? Bianca Boo. And so I also subscribe to also do daily posts every day. That's just for Fun in the Sun for all you guys who want to just know historically what happened on that day. You can always check that out. I usually drop those around between 12 and about 2 p.m. United States Eastern Time Zone also, right? I appreciate that, Bianca. Boo. I try to keep doing what I'm doing, and you know, I haven't given up yet, right? So that's what it is, you guys, right? That's what it is. You guys don't know. I'm 36 years old. Man, I've been blessed and have had a great beyond my wildest dreams music career overseas, and being that's the case, you guys, in the Middle East and Asia. And now I'm doing my first English songs, first English album I'm working on, and that is why you guys are seeing me now. That's why I have social media now that stretches out to the United States and things like that, because I'm working on my first English album. I have 9 albums I've done in the past 12 years. Wow, 12 years, 9 really successful albums. 5 were Asian albums. And 4 were Arabic albums, right? 4 were Arabic albums, and now I'm on my 10th album, and it is going to be an English album. Okay, so that's why you guys are seeing me now. We're about to go get started, you guys. If you, what's going on, Adam Mowers? If you guys, while we're going through this, and we're doing this. If I see you, man, if I see you guys say anything, I'll try to get to it. I've noticed that sometimes that after our Instagram Live is over, I see you, Carmen, after our Instagram Live is over, I'll always go back and look at it. And sometimes I'll see like things you guys have said, or I'll see people who have joined that I didn't see while we were doing it live like this. And I'm like, man, I'm sorry I missed that comment, or I'm sorry I missed seeing that person so I could say what's up, you know? So make sure that, you know, if you guys make a comment or something, if I don't say anything about it, I just may not see it. You know, I don't know what you guys see from your end, but on my end, sometimes, every time we have the show, at a certain point, the comments kind of stall. And who's coming on kind of stalls, and the screen just kind of stays still. You can still see me, I can still see myself going, but everything else kind of stays still. And it's not until it's over and I go back and look at it, then I'll see everybody else's comment. I'll see how many people actually came on, because to me it'll be like, looks like it's only like 10 people here, and I'll get off and it'll be like 60 people or 50 people all in total, and I'm like, oh wow, look at that. So that's how that goes. I try not to keep you guys for too long, but you guys know, if you've been on here before, we do talk about important things, and you guys, I try to give you guys things that will educate you and things you can learn from, and just little pieces of advice and things like that that you can carry with you and improve yourself, right? Improve your life, whether it's financially, whether it's mentally, or anything like that. All I ask that you guys respect one another. If you disagree with something that I say, that's perfectly fine. If you disagree with each other, if you guys are making comments, that's perfectly fine. The only thing that I say is that you guys respect one another throughout the process, but it's okay to disagree. I actually encourage you guys having your own opinions and things like that. So whatever you guys feel, man, like, I appreciate your opinions, I appreciate your views, I appreciate everything. Just know that if just be respectful, and that's all I ask, right? Okay, you guys, I want you guys to be able to, what we're doing, man, this is the last night of this. So this is the last night of this. This is night, I think, number 4. Night number 4 is the last night of this, or last day of this, whenever you're watching it, of economics, business organizations, and the stock market. Economics, business organizations, and the stock market. This is the last night of this, last day of this, that we're going to speak about. We're going to speak about this. The first day or the first night. What's going on, Elizabeth? Ashley Elizabeth. The first day or the first night we spoke about this, it was all about the stock market. Then after that, we finished up on the stock market, and we started on the business organizations the second night. The third night, which was the last time, we went strictly business organizations, how to set up your own company. We started talking about that. And this is the fourth and last night. We're going to finish off on that, right? We're going to finish off on that. MJ, I see you, sister. We're going to finish off on that. So let's get on to it, you guys. I appreciate you guys. This is it's been 4 nights of talking about economics, business organizations, and the stock market. We're going to finish it off tonight. And next time we're going to go into our next show. We'll go into something a little bit more light, a little bit more fun. I try to mix it up, right? We've been really, really serious for the past 4 nights on a serious topic. And so next time we have our show, we'll be going on to something a little bit more light, right? We'll have a little bit more fun, but it will be educational, as you guys will see. So let's get right into it. Beautiful Jewel, the one and only. What's going on, sister? Last time we spoke about starting our own business, right? And last time we spoke, I went over a few things that I wanted you guys to kind of think about, wanted you guys to kind of remember. The first thing was, I said I want you guys to know yourself and know just the type of person that you are. Don't start a business if you're not the type of person who's going to see things through, right? Know your true motivation and know the risk you're about to take. Make sure you have all the money in pocket when you go and start your own business. I'm going through this part fast because we already went through this part, right? The second thing we spoke about was the part about choose the business that is right for you. I told you guys that different people have different strengths and different weaknesses. For example, I told you guys my strength is writing and reading, right? My degrees, right? My undergrad is liberal arts, right? My master's degree, my first master's degree is geographic studies and world history and geography. My second master's degree is international political science and economic development, international politics and economics, right? And my PhD is in international relations, international affairs, okay? International relations, international affairs is what my PhD is in. Therefore, I am not a mathematician. So I'm not going to start a business that's going to be like, I don't know, something about like accounting, right? I'm not going to be your accountant, okay? Now, I know about business and the stock market and things like that because I read a lot, and my degrees are in things about like politics and history and government and economics. Those are my degrees, so I know about that stuff. But to actually sit there, but I hate numbers, right? So to actually sit there and be an accountant and go through the numbers, the actual numbers, I'm not going to like that. So if I start an accounting business, it's not going to last. Because I'm not going to have my heart into it, right? I'm going to be there like, man, I don't want to be here. I'm going to be at the office like this. I don't want to be here right now, right? So that's how I'm going to be. And therefore, it won't last. So we said choose the right business for you and your strengths. And watch out and make sure you're not choosing a business that accentuates your weaknesses. What's going on, Superstar 617, a.k.a. Sonia? So the next thing I spoke about was be sure there's a market for what you want to sell. Remember, I went through the whole thing about you can have your own burger shop, right? Like McDonald's has their own burger shop. Burger King has their own burger shop. But Burger King says, you know what? Ours is different because our Whoppers, our meat, our hamburgers are flame broiled, not like McDonald's, right? And Wendy's says ours is fresh, never frozen, right? Plus they have the square, right? And it's not a circle, so I guess the square makes it taste different, you know? All right, so make sure that even if you're starting a business that's the same as other people's businesses, that you start a business that has a unique niche, right? A unique thing about it, okay? So make sure you're doing that. I gave the example also, like, you know, if you're going to start an airplane business, there's airplane companies out there. And look like we paused for a second. What's the people, the powers that be are trying to take me away from y'all people. They hate me giving y'all these little tips and tricks. They try to pause us for a second, try to knock me off of my live. But even I give the example, if you started a airplane company, make sure it's an airplane company that doesn't exist, right? You can start an airplane company that's all like, you know, it's an airplane where the airplane is all first class, right? There's no coach, right? So the whole airplane is all first class seats or something like that. And that would be different, right? So your airplane would stand out, right? Or your airplane, you could do like a party airplane, kind of like how they have party buses. You could do a party airplane, and the inside of your airplane is decorated like a club, right? Or a strip club or something like that. I gave those examples. So make sure that there's a market for the type of business you want to have, right? Make sure you have a plan to succeed. Make sure that you're not just getting into it and you have no plan. Make sure you understand what you have to do. If you have a clothing company and you have to reach out to wholesalers and distributors and things like that, make sure that you call those people before you start your business, months before you start your business, to know how much they're going to charge you and things like that, right? Make sure you have all that set up before you actually start the business. Have your plan to succeed. Don't procrastinate. Don't get on there and have a good idea and have the money and stuff, but not believe in yourself. Do not tell people in your family or your friends about your business ideas. They will try to talk you out of it. Do it yourself, right? What's going on, Tony the Man 70? I see you. Do it yourself, right? do it yourself, and then tell them about it. Tell your friends and family about it. Tell them about it later on after you've already started it up, because they'll try to talk you out of it, right? They'll have you procrastinating and stuff, okay? Start on a small scale before you go big. Don't come out and just try to do everything. I had somebody contact me the other day, and they said, hey, I said, what's going on? They said, hey, I want to start a business. I said, that sounds pretty good. What's your idea? He was like, somebody from Instagram, he was like, well, I'm reaching out to you. He was like, because I want to know what you thought. I was like, well, talk to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for you, my brother. What's going on, Edgar? I was like, I'm here for you, my brother, you know? And he was like, well, the thing about it is I want to start like 3 different things. I said, okay. He was like, he was like, well, I do things with music. He said, so I want to start a car rental company, because he said, I live in the United States, and rappers in the United States always want to have nice cars. He said, so I was thinking about going and buying like a Tesla or something like that, and have like that one car to start off with, and have a car renting company. I was like, sounds good. So then he said, and on top of that, I want to buy a house or buy a property, and the property, I want to live there, but also I want to have part of it be like a recording studio, and part of it to be like a light production, like a film studio, and part of it to be like a photography studio and things like that. I said, okay. And then there was one other idea which slips my mind right now, but he was like, I want to do all this stuff. I was like, well, how much money do you have? So he was like, none. I was like, okay. So I said, well, why don't you start off with the Tesla? You know what I mean? Why don't you just start off with the Tesla? Like, why don't you lease one or something like that? What's going on, Mark Antoine? I see you. Why don't you just lease one or something like that, and then go from there? And he said, well, I want to do all of it. And I was like, I understand. He was really excited. And so I said, but you have to be realistic, right? And I said, because you have to have not only enough money to start one of those things up. There was 3. One of those things up. I said, but you also have to have the money to where, because right now you're thinking that it's going to make money right away. But what if it doesn't? Right? What if it doesn't? I was like, have you already made, do you know a lot of artists? Do you know a lot of musical artists that are going to rent your Tesla that you're going to buy? And he was like, well, no, just a couple that, you know, I video for. I was like, but so you're going to buy this thing, I said, and you don't even know if there's a market for you right away to rent it out. You're going to have to market yourself and stuff like that so people know you're there. So anyway, I'm just say start small before you try to do everything at once, because you take on too many things, and you know, it might fail. And I don't want to see you guys fail. What's going on, True 5078? I see you. Right? Don't fixate or get demoralized by mistakes. We went over that. Don't dwell on, you know, any mistake, man. Learn from it. You know what I mean? Take a learning moment from it, and just go on your way, you guys. Right? Learn from others. Right? Learn from others' mistakes. You know, learn from others. Talk to people. I'm here every Wednesday and Sunday. You can always DM me about anything and things like that. Try to keep your business and your personal separate. Right? The difference between your business and your personal. I don't want you guys to put your personal money into your business, because I don't want you guys, if your business, Dougie Fresh, what's going on? If your business goes down and goes under, I do not want you guys to risk your rent, or risk your mortgage, or risk your child's school, or things like that. Those things are much more important. Okay, those things are much more important. All right, so make sure you have that separate, and keep your business and your money separate. Also, if you keep your business and your personal money separate, you'll actually know financially and just accounting wise just how much you're making on your business, because you're not using your personal money to subsidize what you're losing on your business. Keep it separate so you can actually get a right read on what you're losing or what you're making on your business. You don't want your financial money to hold your business up when your business is actually falling down on your face. You know what I'm saying? So you want to have a accurate account of that. What's going on, Yaselin? So we went over that. Besides that, out there, you know, just put yourself out there and make sure everything is going in the right direction. Never stop learning new things and things like that. So that's what we went over the other day. Now we're going to finish it off. I think where I left off was the other day. I left off with you cannot fire bad employees fast enough. That's where I left off on my notes here. You cannot fire bad employees fast enough. Do not let those bad employees, do not let a bad vibe get into your business, you guys. Do not let bad vibes get into your business. Make sure that you keep your business aura positive, because if you have one bad employee will mess up your business. It will mess up the whole vibe of your business, mess up everything about your business. You do not want that. Fire negative employees. Fire them fast enough. I know I was born in Miami, right? And I know that over there in Florida, they have the what is it? They have the you don't have to have a reason. It's like a no reason to fire somebody. So, but man, if you have employees, man, that are bad, that are negative, fire them, because they will feed into your other employees, and you'll have good employees actually turn bad because of them. Right? Because they'll be running around the office or walking around the store like, man, I hate it here, and I don't know why she do this, or I don't know why the boss do this, or I don't know why that manager do this, and I hate this supervisor, and I hate that. You do not want that in your store. You do not want that in your business. Get rid of that as soon as possible, right? Sometimes, you guys, if there's problems in your store, it may be management problems. Sometimes it might be you. Sometimes you want to look in the mirror, right? Are you professional enough? Do not be in your business. Do not be in your store gossiping about your personal life. You are the boss. You should be held to a higher standard. They should look up to you at a higher rate. Okay? You do not want to treat yourself or act like one of your employees. All right? You do not want to act ignorant. You do not want to act unprofessional, because you will be pouring the seeds of filth into your company, and your company will begin to fail at that point. You want your employees to always have respect for you. All right? Stay out of the weeds. If they gossip amongst themselves about their own personal lives, just walk by them and be like, man, you guys are crazy, or you guys are funny. Something like that. Do not get into it. Do not get into it. If you want to show that you care, what you do is, the person that you hear gossiping, let's say one of your employees, they have a fight with their boyfriend or girlfriend, and they're telling their fellow employees, their fellow co-workers about it. Like, you know, girl, and he did this, or she did this, or this and that. Later on, you call them into the office and say, is everything okay? I heard you talking earlier outside. Is everything all right? Are you sure? Is there anything that you need help with? Is there anything you need to talk about? If you want to talk to them like that. Do not get down with them into the weeds. Do not be gossiping at your workplace if it's your company and you own it, because you will be bringing it down. All right? You will bring down the aura of your company. You will bring down the respect level. So make sure, if you're a manager and you're having problems, make sure that you look in the mirror. You may need management training. And you may just need to learn some of the ins and outs of being a manager. All right. I see you, Jamie or Jaime. Make sure you do that. Okay. Take care of your stars. Take care of your star employees, you guys. This is the opposite side of the bad employee, the good employee. Take care of your stars. Promote them. Make sure that they know they're loved. Make sure that they know they're appreciated. Make sure that your entire team knows that they are appreciated for what they do. Make sure that your team knows they are appreciated for what they do, not for who they are. You do not want to show favoritism. Okay? If you have an employee and you have favoritism, you do not want to show that. You do not want to have favoritism. You want your employee to be your favorite employees because they have put in the work and they have shown that they deserve to be an employee put on a pedestal because of their work. All right? Because of their work ethic. Because of what they've shown. Okay? Because of their professionalism. That is why you want to make sure that you take care of your good employees, and your good employees are applauded. Okay? Make sure you applaud your good employees, because let me tell you something. If you take advantage of an employee, or you may not even be taking advantage of your employee, if your good employee or your good employees or your best employee feels like they're not being appreciated, they're going to leave you, you guys. They're going to leave you. And then you'll really feel the benefit of who they were. I know some of you all right now are probably like, man, my boss don't appreciate me, right? Some of you right now are like, man, my boss don't appreciate me. See? And doesn't that demoralize you? Right? Now, you'll still go to work and you'll probably still work hard, but still in the back of your mind, you're like, man, because if you felt appreciated and if you felt loved, you probably work so much harder with so much more energy. You probably be so much happier to go to work if your boss treated you the right way. So make sure you take care of your stars, right? Make sure that you show them that they are valuable, okay? Understand that the people that work for you, they are not your kids. They are not your personal assistants. They are your employees, okay? Make sure you understand that they are your employees. They are not your kids. They are not your personal assistants. They are not your shrinks. They are not your psychologists, all right? And that goes back and better, double pushes up the fact that you should keep your personal life away from your employees. Don't gossip with your employees about your personal life. Don't do things like that. That will come back to haunt you. All right? Be professional in the workplace. Okay? Be professional in the workplace. All right? Don't use them for personal stuff. Don't use your employees and have them come to your house and clean up your house because you have a party this weekend. They're your employees. They're not your personal assistants, okay? Don't do things like that because that will start to make them upset, all right? They will start to get upset and start to demoralize them working for you. You do not want to do that, all right? Learn to say yes a lot and learn to say no a lot. Be decisive. Be decisive with your yeses and your nos. Do not be a type of leader that's, yeah, well, I don't know, and yeah, well, I don't know. Because even though you might think you're coming across as nice, your employees are going to be like, when they're alone and when they're talking to each other, your employees are going to be like, man, should we even ask them? I shouldn't even ask him or her, right? Because, man, they don't know what they're doing. Your employees might be super nice. You might think they like you. And if you're not a strong leader behind your back, they're going to be like, they don't even know what they're doing. She doesn't know what she's doing, or he doesn't know what he's doing. I don't know how you have a starter company. He don't even know what the hell he's talking about. He doesn't know what he's doing. He can never make a decision. That's exactly what they're going to be saying about you, right? They'll be smiling in your face. But if you're not decisive and you're not a strong leader and a smart leader, they're going to be talking about you behind your back, talking about you don't know what you're doing, right? We don't even know how you got to run a company. You don't know. I don't even know what he's doing. I don't know what the hell old dog Anti-Imperial is doing. He don't even know how to run a company. He don't even know how to make a decision, right? Y'all be talking about me. Y'all be talking about me behind my back, right? So that's how it is. Make sure you're decisive, okay? Make sure you're decisive so people don't talk about you behind your back and be like, man, you don't know what you're talking about, old dog Anti-Imperial to chill. The hell you talking about, right? So make sure you're decisive and you have yeses and nos. Listen to your customers, you guys. Listen to your customers. You may have products that sell more than other products. And those products that sell more than other products may be products that you personally do not like. Because you might have a business to where you sell clothes or you have cars or something like that. Whatever it is, right? You might have technical products or things like that. All right? Technology, phones, things like that, okay? I see you 305. You might have things like that. And the thing about it is that you might put the things that you like on the front, right? In the front when people first walk in, right? On the good display case, the big tall display case with all the lights and the pretty lights and stuff, okay? But those things might not be the things that sell the most. What is selling the most? Keep accurate records of your sales. What is selling the most? Listen to your customers, because you may have things that are in the back that customers might like more than the things that you actually might think that they like. And you might want to take the things in the back that are selling more and push those things out in the front on the good display case. Okay? You might want to do that, right? You might want to see if your customers come in and they're like, hey, do you guys have this? And you don't carry it. And not just one, but maybe like a few customers are asking for that. You might, you know what? Let me look into that. Let me see if we can start to carry that. Right? You might want to do that. So make sure that you listen to your customers. I'm tired, right? Been up all the time. You know us workaholics. We work all the time. I'm always tired. I've always taken power naps ever since I was a little kid, right? Ever since I was a little kid, probably like, man, 10, 11 years old. I could never sleep through the night. Y'all know I'm super. Now y'all know I'm crazy. Y'all know I'm super OCD. I'm super ADHD. I'm always working 24/7. I can never slow down. Can never ever stop. So what I do is I take power naps. Right. I've been this way since I was like 10 years old. You guys. So man, I'll sleep for like 2 hours here, 3 hours there. You know what I'm saying? An hour and a half. Not really 3 hours, but that's kind of long. But 2 hour and 2.5 hours, maybe an hour and a half here, things like that. And I get up and I go back to work. Not because I'm trying to prove something or because I'm just I try to be out better than everybody else. It's not the reason. It's because while I'm sleeping, like I said, I'm crazy. Y'all know I'm crazy, right? But when I'm sleeping, my mind is always thinking about like what I'm not doing, right? Because I'll go to sleep and I'll be like, man, like I could be doing this right now. Man, I could be doing this right now. Man, you know what? I really should be doing this. All right, man, when I get up, I'm going to have to start doing this. And I'll be like, man, when I get up, I got to do this, man. And I could be doing this. And it'll be just too much to where it's like, and it'll ramp up. And I'll just be like, you know what? I might as well just get up because I can't stop thinking and I can't sleep. And so I'll just end up getting up after like an hour and a half, 2 hours, maybe 3 hours at the most, right? So I'm a power nap person. But anyway, I'm just saying to say that, make sure you guys get your rest. Listen to your customers, okay? Listen to your customers, and they'll kind of tell you in your business what is doing good, what is not doing good, and things like that. All right. Make sure that you guys watch out for just like nepotism. And that's basically like let's say if you have a company and your friend or your sister or your uncle or somebody like that, they come and they want to work at your business, or your nephew. Sorry, people, tired. Your nephew or your niece, they want to work at your business, or your sister comes to you and it's like, hey, like, can you let your niece work here or something like that. So be careful of favoritism based on like family and friends, right? So be careful of that, you know what I mean? Because that will put your other workers that have been there longer, or your other workers who are not part of your family and friends, you don't want them thinking that you have favoritism for your family and friends, because that'll bring their work, their work ethic down, right? Make sure you be careful with that. Pat on has joined the building. What's going on? Pat on has joined the conversation. Pat on in the building. Let me flip that like that. That's how I should have said it, right? And so meritocracy, make sure that that's a good thing. Meritocracy is that you are promoting and you are telling people they're doing good based on their merit, based on their work and how much work they're putting in, and their work ethic and their work environment and things like that, the character of them as individuals. Make sure you are bigging that up, right? Make sure you are appreciating that's in them. Know when and when not to be transparent. That kind of goes with the whole like don't gossip with your coworkers things and stuff like that, right? But there are times when you need to be open, and there are times when you need to zip it. There are times when you may need to be open and say, man, you guys know what? Like, let's say if you own a franchise, right? Let's say if you own a restaurant franchise, and like you can, kind of like how you can have like a McDonald's franchise, you can have a Subway franchise, right? Where like, you get the big company, but you have a franchise, right? You own one of the franchise stores. You might have pressure from the franchisor, the head of McDonald's. You might have pressure from the head of the Subway franchising wing. And they might be giving you a lot of stuff, man. It might be on your back, things like that. You can maybe be transparent about. You can be honest to your employees and be like, you know what, you guys, I don't know. They're just like, they're really complaining about a lot of stuff we're doing, and we're working hard, and I like the way you guys are working, and you guys continue to work and continue to do your things, and but they're really like coming down hard on us, and they're really like trying to point stuff out. But I have you guys back, and we're gonna get through this, and we're doing good. We're just gonna keep working, and forget how they feel about us. We're gonna keep working, and we're gonna continue to improve. And whatever we can improve, we're going to improve. So with things like that, that's a good conversation that I just had. Right? That's a good conversation for you to have with your employees. Okay, And that's transparency that you should have. You should have honest transparency and be honest about things, right? You shouldn't be lying and going behind and backstabbing your employees. You should be transparent and be honest. But when it comes to personal things and other things like that, you don't want to be transparent. When it comes to maybe the business of another employee, don't go and run and tell their coworkers. Don't be gossiping about another employee to their coworkers. Don't do things like that. You don't want to do that, right? Trust your gut, people. My gut for me has never, ever, ever, ever lied. As a matter of fact, I got news today about something great that's going to happen to me starting tomorrow. Very, very, very financially, it's going to take it to another level. It wasn't a planned thing. Somebody came to me today, and I don't know, it's just positive vibes, man. And they gave me an offer that's ridiculous financially, and it's taking me to it was an amazing, it's just going to be amazing starting tomorrow. And so and that was me trusting my gut, right? That was me always having positive vibes. That was me always trying to do the right thing. That was me always trying to be respectful of people. That was me always trying to be careful, right? Trying to be careful and make the right decisions, even if it takes a little bit longer. Make sure you make the right decisions. Make sure you're doing things the right way. Make sure you have good intentions. Even if you mess up, right? I'm not perfect. I make mistakes, right? Everybody makes mistakes, right? But even if you mess up, as long as you messed up, but your intentions were right, right? Make mistakes is okay, but as long as you didn't make mistakes being a vile person, right? As long as you didn't make mistakes being a vindictive person, as long as you didn't make mistakes, purposely trying to hurt somebody else's feelings or trying to hurt somebody else's chances, right? Don't be hating other people. Don't be a hater. Somebody else is getting money. It's okay. If you don't like that person, that's okay. You don't have to congratulate them. I may not like it. There's people I don't like in life sometimes, right? Okay, and the people that I don't like aren't people that I don't like because they're doing good or something like that. Those are people, which is very few have happened to me, but those are people that personally were just out to get me, personally try to destroy me, personally try to lie on me and smear my name about things that just didn't happen and things like that. People that were going behind my back and talking about me, but they were in my face, they were smiling at me, right? Asking me for money. Everybody was always asking me for money and things like that, right? But then when I turn around, they're going behind my back and telling people they're only using me for money. Things like that, okay? So there's people I don't mess with, but if they're doing good, I don't worry about it. If that's what it is, it's what it is. You guys, sometimes in life, the bad guys, they win too. Sometimes the bad guys win too. There are a lot of politicians and stuff like that that are bad, right? Okay? Obama was a good person. Obama was somebody who was really respectful. Obama, no matter what you said negative about him, he was really respectful, really professional, distinguished. Okay? Distinguished. All right? Distinguished gentleman he was. All right? Sometimes good guys like that, they do win. But a lot of times bad guys win. Don't worry about that. Worry about yourself. You continue to do good, and good things will come to you in your life. Okay? That's all you got to worry about. That's all you got to worry about. I see you, beautiful Jewel, with the thumbs up. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the thumbs up. So, trust your gut. Okay? Trust your gut, you guys. Right? See you, Daniel. I see you, Tony. You know what I mean? Who is that? Who is that every day over there? Who's that? I got Nori. I see you, sister. All right, so trust your gut, you guys. Trust what you feel. Even if other people are telling you to do something else, trust your gut. Your gut. Trust your gut and just try to do the right thing, and everything will fall into place, all right? No matter how hard it gets, man, the sun comes out tomorrow. I told you guys that, I think, on the last show. The sun will come out tomorrow, right? The sun will come out tomorrow. The night can't last forever. No matter how bad this day is, it can't last forever. It can only last 24 hours. It can only last 24 hours, right? So no matter how dark it seems, the sun will shine again. Okay, that sun, that star up there, it will shine again. That star up there hasn't went out yet. Okay, it will shine again. So make sure you guys trust your own gut, right? Protect and defend your intellectual property, people. Protect and defend your intellectual property. What is intellectual property? Intellectual property is your copyrights, your trademarks, right? Your patents. That is your intellectual property. Make sure that if you have a good idea, stop. Don't tell anybody about it. Write it down, research it, and then Google copyright. Google patent. Google trademark. Just read what it says in Google and see which one is the one that fits what your idea is. And do it. I copyright and trademark everything. I always tell musicians, all right? I always tell musicians, because I write for a lot of people. I make music for a lot of people and things like that all over the world, okay? I always tell musicians, if you have a good idea, I understand you want to run out, make the song, and put it out immediately. Stop. Slow down. File the copyrights first, you guys. File the copyrights first. If you have a good idea, if it's a good song, don't worry about it. It's not going nowhere. File the copyrights first. If you have a good idea, trademark it first. Do things like that first, you guys, okay? Make sure you do that first, all right? I always make sure I trademark and copyright everything, all right? I haven't invented anything, so I haven't patented anything yet. When you patent something, that's when you invent something and you put a patent on it. I'm not an inventor, so I haven't patented anything, but I have copyright, copyright and trademark a bunch of things in my life. I do that all the time with all the music that I create, especially the ones I create from scratch, all right? Which is pretty much everything. So make sure that you defend your intellectual property. Take your time out. Copyright, trademark your stuff, you guys. Patent your stuff if you create an invention. I think patent something for an invention, because when you invent something, that's a big deal, right? So to patent something for that, I believe that might be a little bit more expensive. But you guys, to copyright and trademark something, like the process is kind of long. It's just a lot of. You don't have to go to anybody and do it if you want to. Just because you don't want to deal with it, you can pay somebody to do it for you. But I don't know, I wouldn't trust that either, because the person you're paying to do it for you, sometimes they might put their name on it next to your name. You might not even know it, right? You know, so, but it's kind of long, but man, I trademark and copyright all the time. You just have to read through like the exact steps you have to do, because when you do that stuff, it gives you like step by step the description of exactly what you have to do, and you just have to follow the directions. And it's kind of tedious sometimes, you know what I mean? Because it'll tell you, like, for example, I just got finished trademarking a new product, a new logo for a new product that I'm coming out with in the future, and I copywrote some songs that I just got finished creating that are coming out next summer. And you know, when you go through it, I mean, I'm used to it now, but when you go through it, it just tells you things like, okay, like if you're going to do a logo, like describe the logo in like a paragraph. Like describe it. Then like describe the colors in like another paragraph. Describe the concept in like another paragraph. So you're writing like, you know, a few different paragraphs of description. So I'm just saying things like that they ask you to do. You know what I mean? So that stuff you're like, oh, I feel like I'm in school writing a paper. Oh my God. But it's worth it, right? So make sure you're copywriting and you're trademarking your stuff so nobody can steal your stuff. Okay? Take your time out, you guys. If you guys ever partnership or have a partner with people or things like that, read the contracts. If there's things you don't understand, reach out to somebody, a local lawyer or somebody like that. Maybe somebody in your family who knows about the law and things like that. But a lot of times contracts, man, if you just read it slowly, it's pretty self-explanatory. It looks really like convoluted, but a lot of times contracts, it kind of like says the same thing over and over in different ways. You know what I mean? I was breaking down a contract for a model recently. She signed to a modeling company, and she came to me, and the modeling company was kind of like taking advantage of her. And she came to me, and she was like, you know, frustrated and sad, and kind of like, you know. She was like, man, like, you know, I signed this contract with this modeling agency, and they're not really treating me right, and this and that, and the promises they told me aren't really coming across right, and things like that. You know, I see you 69, I see you Toya 42. What's going on, sister? But I went with, so she sent me the contract. I went through it. Man, by the grace of God, people, I found a loophole in the contract on like the 6th page, and I pulled that loophole out, and we were, I think it was like 1 week or a week and a half away from her not being able to rescind the contract, not being able to take the contract back, but from me finding that loophole from the day she signed the contract, there was like a grace period, you know what I mean? But they didn't tell her there was a grace period, and it was buried back in the 6th page, down at the bottom, real small print. I found it though. I went through the contract. It took me hours to go through the contract, and I found that, and we got her out of her contract, and she's free today, and she's happy today. And so I'm happy I was able to do that for her and find that. But take your time, read contracts, man, before you sign them and things like that. I told her, I was like, sister, I was like, don't ever sign a contract again without first coming to me or coming to somebody else. And she was like, I know. Oh, she's like, I know. She's like, I should have came to you. She was like, but I didn't. But anyway. So make sure you guys are doing that, right? Make sure you guys are looking at your contracts and things like that, and make sure you guys are doing that before you sign them. I see you, Winnie Small. Run your business like a business. Make sure you're professional and things like that. That goes without saying, you guys. Know your finances in and out, okay? Know your finances in and out, all right? Know what's going into your business, what's coming out of your business. Make sure that you do your paperwork. Stay after hours when the store is closed, and do your receipts and do all that stuff. Don't save it for the next day. Do it every day after you close. Do all your stuff. Make sure you document what you made or what you lost or things like that. Take the time out and do it. Don't wait and let it pile up on you, people. Do it right then and there that day. It'll make your life a lot more easier when you own your own business or start your company. All right. Also, you guys, the last thing on this kind of is, you need to know what you know and know what you don't know. There might be things you do not know. Always read and talk to people and things like that. Don't just assume you know them all. Don't be a stubborn person. You know, a lot of times, man, women don't really suffer from this. It's mostly guys, right? You know, it's guys. Hard-headed guys. I'm not a stubborn person at all. I'm an easygoing person. I listen to everybody. I like to everybody to have to give them a chance. I like everybody to have their voice heard and stuff like that. But man, you know guys, man. Guys are hard-headed, especially like older men. Old men think they know everything about every subject. They know everything about every subject an old man does. He knows everything about everything. You can't tell him nothing, right? And it's like, hold up. If you're an expert in everything, then how come you don't have jobs in every field in the world, right? Because according to guys think they're experts in everything. They think they know everything about everything, but can't nobody be an expert in everything, right? That's not how the world works. People specialize in their own things. You know what I mean? Like a doctor specializes in medicine. A doctor can't tell, a cop his ins and outs of his job. You see what I'm saying? So everybody specializes in different things, right? A scientist specializes in science, right? A scientist can't tell, oceanographer, or that's kind of like a science person also, but a scientist can't tell, a lawyer the ins and outs how to do their job. You know what I mean? About the law or whatever. So, know what you know and know what you don't know. And if there's something that you don't know, you guys, if there's part of your business that you're really weak at, like for me, like I told you when we first started this, and I told you last show, I'm great with reading, and I love to read, and history and just concepts and things like that. I'm great with stuff like that. You know what I mean? Writing and things like that. I'm great with stuff like that. But like just numbers, like accounting and stuff like that, with just working with straight numbers. Like I love, like one of my master's degrees, like I told you guys, is in economics, economic development. So I love everything, man. I can read about economics. Man, me reading about economics, I get excited to read about economics, right? Microeconomics, macroeconomics, the concepts of economics, the fundamentals of economics. I love it. But to actually do accounting work, dealing with the actual numbers, I hate numbers. I hate it, right? So know what you know what you don't know. So for me, if there was something coming across where I was like, you know what? Man, you got to do this, and you got to really find out about your businesses, or your music business, or this, and that, and you got to really crunch these numbers, I'm going to hire an outside accountant, because I don't like to do that. I know I don't know that. I know what I know, and I know what I don't know. Okay, so that's how that goes. Know what you know what you don't know, you guys. All right? Remember, pretty much that's all I got for today, you guys. This was the last episode. This is episode number 4. This was the last episode of economics. business organizations, and the stock market. I hope you guys learned something. I hope over these past 4 episodes you guys learned something. Next episode we're going to come back with something a little bit more lighter, a little bit more fun, okay? But it's still going to be educational, as you guys will see. I like to turn I like to turn boring things to being fun and educational, and fun things I like them to be educational also. So you guys will see that. All right. Again, man, I'm Dogg, Anti-Imperial, the Chill. 3 names: Dogg, Anti-Imperial, the Chill. Dogg is like he's like the sexually explicit kind of gangster guy, you know. Those are those songs. Place Better Yet Put. There's a song I got out now called Place Better Yet Put. That's all Dogg. Anti-Imperial, he's kind of essentially more of who I am. Anti-Imperial, he's more of the guy that talks about religion and history and social issues, political issues, psychological issues, right? He's about upliftment and things like that. And the Chill, he's also more of who I am. He's all about love, romance, and, you know, making a family, and you know, and taking care of women, and, you know, having love and things like that, and caring about people and things like that. Also, you guys, for me, all my songs are from or most of my songs are love songs. You know, that's just who I am. Essentially just who's inside of me. And they all pretty much go from guys to girls, you know, or men to women, and that's pretty much how I write them. But for all of you guys out there, whoever's out there who may be, you know, gay, bisexual, transsexual, all my songs are equally there for you guys to enjoy, right? You can substitute, you know, any type of relationship that I have in my songs. You can substitute it any way. You can substitute the man-woman relationship with the man-man, or women-women, or, you know, man transsexual or women transsexual or bisexual, whatever you want to do, you guys. I'm accepting it of everybody, and I have, you know, nothing but love for everybody out there. All right, so I appreciate everybody. I appreciate all of you guys, man. I love all of you guys out there. You can go to my YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube at YouTube. It's Anti-Imperial without a space. YouTube is just Anti-Imperial with the space is YouTube, Anti-Space Imperial. Better you guys go to my Instagram and go to my bio page. Click the link in my bio. You know, y'all get that one link. Click the link in my bio. That's my latest song. And while the song plays, you can just click the subscribe button, because that link in the bio is a YouTube link. So when the song starts to play, you'll see the subscribe button up there, and just click that subscribe button. That's right up there. Okay. Instagram, it is at anti_imperial. On Instagram, we have an underscore. On YouTube, there is no underscore. It's just Anti-Imperial. On Instagram, it's anti_imperial, and that's how you guys follow me, for everybody watching this on YouTube. All right. Thank you guys for everything, you guys. I will see you guys next time. I appreciate it. Much love, much respect. Thank you for all who joined me. I love you guys. Hopefully you guys can, with these 4 episodes, they will be uploaded on YouTube, so you guys can go back and watch them whenever you get a chance. And hopefully you guys will find a way to get paid for something you do that you love to do. I want you guys to eventually start to get paid for something that you will do for free. That is the goal here. I appreciate everything, you guys. Thank you very, very much. Dogg, Anti-Imperial, the Chill. Take care. Have a good day. Have a good night, no matter where you are. We do this Diversity Outspoken every Wednesday, every Sunday. United States time zone, Eastern time zone at 9 o'clock p.m. Wednesday, 9 o'clock p.m. United States Eastern time zone. Sunday, 9 o'clock p.m. United States Eastern time zone. I see you, beautiful Jewel. I love you, sister. I love all of you guys out there. You guys take care. Have a great day or have a great night, depending on where you are at. I love you guys. I will see you next time. Have a good night. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Take care. Peace. Bye-bye.